Getting your headshots done is one of the most important things you have as an actor. This is not to be debated, it's not to be, you can't compromise it. When you gotta get a headshot, you've gotta find photographers that are absolutely at the top of their game. Look at their reputations, look at their websites, look at the contrast and the clarity of their photos. I see a lot of headshot photos now where there's this dull greenish or brownish natural light background and it's natural light photography, and it's not terrible, but there's no contrast, there's no pop, there's no flavor to it. And you really need contrast and pop and flavor now more than ever. Because we've moved into that world where casting is going through websites and they're seeing headshots on these little thumbnails. So you've really got to make sure that you don't have a flat image, flatly lit. If it is natural light, it needs to still have contrast and pop between the background and the actual subject and everything going on. Do what you gotta do to get a good headshot. It's your business, it's your brand, it is your career on the line. I can't stress that enough. So here's what you need to know about getting a headshot, all right? In general, with me or pretty much with anybody, for it to be successful is to know, first of all, what your headshot is supposed to do. I think that's the starting point. So before we even get into wardrobe and get into makeup, it's why am I getting a headshot and what is it supposed to do? This is important because, a lot of people will come and get in front of the camera and it's more modeling, or they feel they need to sell themselves in some way that's sort of like unrealistic. Whereas a headshot needs to capture you, capture what you look like when you walk into a room so that casting can get a sense of you. They need to be able to look at you. You need to pop off that screen. They need to be able to say, oh, we know what this guy looks like. We know what this woman looks like. And that's a certain type and blah, 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 whatever. So know that first, that it's not a glam contest. It's not like, oh, I'm gonna get these shots done. I'm gonna be modeling, and that's not it. So that moves into like the wardrobe and the makeup thing. The makeup is not gonna be like fashion. It's not gonna be beauty makeup and something over the top and really, something to make your lips pop and your eyes pop. We're not trying to really do that. We're trying to make your personality pop. It's really what we're trying to do. We just need to capture you as you are. And the makeup serves as nothing more than a natural base to kind of just correct whatever little things and kind of just touch you up. That's all it really is. Wardrobe, again, it's not a fashion thing. It's not about the clothing that looks good on you. It's a clothing that look good on you for a headshot. And there are certain rules for that. Because I get people that know that something looks great on them. Like a young lady will come in with a dress or something that she knows looks great on her, but it won't work in a headshot. And I have to explain that and say, no, the dress looks great. It's not like it's a bad dress, or it's not like I'm saying the dress doesn't look nice on you or you don't wear it well. It's more about great dress, but we can't shoot it for a headshot because we're shooting usually within this range, right? And we're only getting so much anyway, and that's where the color is gonna matter and texture is gonna matter and things not being too busy or being too loud, right? So moving past the understanding of what to bring, it's also a combination of bringing things that you're comfortable with, that you really feel good about. I send out an email to people when I tell them like wardrobe suggestions, and I usually tell them, don't bring stuff that you're not sure about. And everybody always does it. They bring stuff they're iffy about, so they'll hang it on the hanger and be like, yeah, I brought this, but I'm not really sure about it. And then I have to say, well, you don't want to wear that for your headshot. You want to wear in your headshot the stuff that makes you feel really good. As far as color goes, this is another question that comes up a lot. People ask about colors and how does it work for a headshot, what's good and what's bad. Normally I say stick with neutral to dark colors. It tends to just work better. Also matching colors to eyes, or to, if you know your background colors, sometimes like in my case, I shoot a lot of blues. So if you go by color and the color spectrum and opposites and such and complementary colors, certain color blues and greens are gonna look good against other color blues, and like burgundy and reds and such are gonna look good against that, these blue and teal. They're just gonna complement each other a certain way. But nothing too bright. Really what my job is, my objective is always to cut off clients their lower portion, and so that anyone looking at the photo of them goes right to their face. I want them to go right there as opposed to be distracted by a bright shirt, bright pink, bright red. Now I've had people say, and I've seen other photographers say that that's a good thing because it makes the actual image stand out amongst others. So if you put like a guy in a bright red shirt or a girl in a bright pink shirt, she'll stand out because the color is so bright. But really what's standing out is the shirt, not her. I'd rather have the image be about she stood out because of the way I light her, the way the background is, the depth, the contrast, the clarity in the actual photo, and then you were drawn right to her face. And she popped out because of that. So that's my thing, as opposed to using the trickery of, well, put on a bright outfit and that'll make you stand out. A little bit different, that's my thing on that. Big shout outs to my crew, people who support me, the clients who come through, who booked me, their agents and their talent managers who are referring me. I'm getting a lot of people come in and they're telling me that their manager or their agents are making them come see me, and they're saying you gotta shoot with Christian Webb. So I really appreciate you guys. I appreciate the talent people, the people who booked me, my support team, video guy Ja, Dream Imagination Video. If you guys don't know who that is, you need to Google, you need to ask me, you need to hit me up and I'll put you in contact, but find him. Naja Alston, of course, my makeup artist that I've been using for years now, and she's like the main person that gets the job done with my clients. And I appreciate everyone else and all the love, Facebook support, followers, friends, not followers. Followers kind of like blah, you know what I mean? Followers can drop, they come and go. 1 minute you got 3,000 followers, next minute you got 2,998 followers, right? Friends, those numbers don't even matter, all right? So much love to everybody, I appreciate everyone. I will be back in Atlanta sometime soon. And that's it, much love.